its own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
It brings up third down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
On the play. First down, Carolina.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Short throw taken in by the tight end, O'Leary. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up third.
Newton to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Taken down right at the line of
now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Newton. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete.
Newton's pass.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's Samuel caught left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Newton to throw. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now it's Newton. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Did you see them hold up four fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the Lions down 20-17. A minute 4 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now it's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Stafford. The completion to Rhythm. And he is going to have the Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Stafford now to throw. Pass complete, Galladay. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. This pass complete to Galladay on the crossing route. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the same calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Newton. And he is caught.
It's a gain of 27.
And they've got it right across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Lions now they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Reddick right on his feet. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They ultimately lost the lead. But right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to get out in front and force your opponent to play from behind with a good drive here. Oh, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball position? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
And it's third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Carolina, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL